The first man to ever break my heart was my father. I am an affair baby. My life is here because I am an affair baby. My father was married when he got my mother pregnant. He was the first man to ever break my heart. You imagine, I want you to try to imagine this. Put yourself in my shoes. You imagine knowing that there is a man who's your dad in this world. But you don't know where he is. I say that because I remember when I was like maybe 4 or 5, around that age, he did come around trying to gift my mom with things. But then after that, every year went by, you don't hear a sound, you don't hear a call, you don't get nothing. For every year, you don't get a call. Birthday comes, no happy birthday from your daddy. Christmas comes, no Merry Christmas from your daddy. You try to imagine that. New Year's comes, no Happy New Year's from your daddy. Nothing. Not a text, not a call, not a nothing. You try to imagine what that feels like. And then because you don't have the answers as an innocent child, you just live life feeling confused. Like, where did I come from? Why am I here? I swear to God, these were the thoughts I used to hear as a little kid. Where did I come from? Why am I here? And nobody giving me the answers. So you can imagine the amount of anxiety and depression that I was filled with no kind of help. No therapy, no counseling, no nothing. That hurt me. It did. You imagine feeling hurt but not knowing why you feel hurt. You imagine that. Imagine feeling hurt but you don't know why you feel hurt. I want you to do that. That's how I felt. That's how my daddy hurt me. He hurt me real bad. I felt hurt, but I didn't realize why I was hurt until I became an adult, where I was able to process my feelings. And my feelings told me, after having so many jacked up relationships, my feelings finally told me I was able to really get a grip with myself and say to myself, Trap, you're not mad at these men you picked up. You're really mad at your father. Because he was the first man to ever break your heart. You're not mad at them. He's the reason why you picked them. Because you didn't know better. You didn't know what you was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. So you imagine what that feels like. Year after year after year after year. No phone call. No cards. No texts. None of that. And listen to this. My father's a pastor. He's a pastor. And I promise you, I'm not even trying to come for my father. I'm just being an open book right now. You know what I'm saying? If it was a good story to tell, I'll tell it. But this is my story. My father's a pastor. He's a very successful pastor. And I was a little girl that was lost and confused and hurt because the backbone that I was supposed to have wasn't present in my life at all. But you know what? I'm happy to know now that the first man to ever break my heart was my father. Because that right there, knowing that right there, is going to help me make better decisions in my future. It's work now. It's work. But me knowing that the first man to ever break my heart was my father, his absence, him not being there, him not being present, that broke my heart. Every day, every year, every decade, that broke my heart. That broke my heart. It did. Made me feel like I wasn't good enough. And every time that I see little girls with their fathers, I get so sad. I get so emotional. I get jealous. I do. Or maybe should I use the word envious? I feel those feelings. I feel those emotions every time. I also feel happy for them too. Like, oh. But I get all of those emotions. Because I'm like, if only I had that too. If only I had that too. But I'm just an affair baby. You know, affair babies, the babies that get pushed to the side. But that's okay. Because at least I can admit the first man that ever broke my heart was my father. And no, I don't go out my way to go looking for him. I don't think children should go searching for parents. I could call him if I want to. Because I have spoken to him a few times recently throughout the years. I haven't spoken to him in like a few years, but I have spoken to him on rare occasions. But that's how I feel. I'm an affair baby, y'all. And I always wonder, why? But I'm not angry with him because guess what? God loves me. God loves me. And I guess I needed him to learn lessons. I needed him to walk out of my life so that I could learn these lessons on my own, even though it's harder. So it's not to bash my father. It's for me to be real. Sometimes when you speak up for yourself, you feel guilty for speaking up for yourself. But no, you're not going to feel guilty. He had another family that he was very well present. My dad had a family he was very well present with. So that's cool. And I remember reaching out to the family and the kids ignored me. My siblings ignored me. They didn't want to respond back, but that's cool. But I'm here. Your girl Trap is here. And I'm admitting to myself, the first man that ever broke my heart, the first man to ever hurt me terribly was my father. I don't even know him. But that's cool. I know this. I know this, so that's good too. And that's going to help me, like I said, make better decisions in my future, to not deal with scumbags. And because that's what I did. I dealt with a lot of scumbags. Now I done dated a lot of scumbags. And this is why it's important for fathers to be present in their daughters' lives, no matter how their daughters came about. Affairs, non-affairs, whatever the men, be present in your daughter's life, okay? But guess what? The good thing is, my daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair and to change my underwear, but him being absent taught me how to protect myself. I learned how to be my own protector because I ain't have one. I learned how to move swift in this world because I ain't have my protector. So because of him being absent, I am a great protector. Protector of myself, protector of my kids, protector of my home, protector of my life. So I'm thankful for that. Period. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I love you.